I'm Nancy Benet with Fix It Accounting, where, good or bad, we tell you straight. In this series, we talk about small business accounting and tax problems we see most often. Today's topic is inadequate cash flow. This is a serious issue that needs to be addressed early if the business is to survive. We can boil this problem down to a few potential causes. First, the owner and or family members take the money out, leaving the business with little or no operating capital. Trying to grow too fast with too little capital. Too much payroll, too little productivity. Pricing that's too low. Theft, and last but not least, poor money management habits. It's extremely easy for these things to happen, especially if financial reporting is lacking or inaccurate and there are no key performance indicators or KPIs in place to monitor performance. It leaves the owner operating blindly. So let's take these issues one at a time. The first one is taking too much money out of the business. This generally happens when the business has become successful. The owner has been scrimping for a long time building the business. When they finally become profitable and can take money out for personal use, it's easy to have this escalate into full-blown overspending. Somehow we believe that the business will keep generating more and more, so we spend more and more. I've seen it over and over again. It's very hard to rein in because once we have signed up for higher living expenses through mortgages, leases, and other long-term obligations, we can't easily get out of them. Another issue, trying to grow too fast, is an easy trap to fall into. We know what resources we need to grow, but it all costs money. If we don't have sufficient resources to pay for additional payroll, contractors, or systems to get the business on a fast growth track, we should not be signing up for them. It can spiral out of control in a heartbeat. When it does, the business ends up with high interest emergency loans just to make payroll. This downward spiral can suck the life out of it. Reviewed last week. His employer had missed payroll on several occasions and now had stopped paying for the employee health insurance. This employee's coverage was terminated with no warning. That business is going under, and he knew because he's an accountant, but nobody else did. Another issue is too much payroll with too little productivity. If there are unproductive members on your team, this needs to be addressed immediately. Generally, we as business owners aren't aware of who isn't being productive. This is where good financials and monitoring KPIs comes in. It's vitally important to be able to measure the performance of every single employee. I get it. We are attached to our people. However, when we don't address non-productive people, we are doing ourselves and the rest of our team a disservice. Another issue is pricing that is too low. This can happen when we first start out in business or when we are in an extremely competitive industry. It's almost a universal plight to price our goods or services too low just to be able to get customers, especially when you first start out. But if you've been in business a while and are still underpricing, this needs to be considered. Having customers or clients that cost you money isn't worth it after a certain point. Make sure your pricing is in line with the value you bring. Another issue is theft. We've addressed this in a different video, but I'll give you the gist here. Never trust one person to handle everything. Someone else always needs to be going behind them. You, your accountant, or when you have an accounting firm handling your books, there should be always multiple layers of review to catch any abnormalities. Last but not least, poor money management habits. This is a biggie. Money is emotional, and our money habits are instilled in us by our families. I was raised in a poor household. What do you think I brought with me into business? Poor people's money mindset and habits. We can't address the full topic here to solve your money problems, but we will tell you that to be successful in business, your money management habits have to be addressed. Otherwise, you'll spend everything you make and just be broke on a higher level. So, we small business owners are a hard-headed bunch. I'm including myself in that category, so it's not throwing rocks at anyone else. As a rule, we're pretty independent and want to do everything ourselves. However, I've learned the hard way that I need a great team around me with skills I don't have. Don't fall into the DIY trap in business. Call us at 407-476-9580 for your free consultation. Be sure to check out our 100 plus 5-star Google reviews first. And if you have other questions that our videos don't address, please drop them in the comments below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time.